The way the vulnerabilities present themselves is buggy software is released to the market. They made it work and they got it out the door fast and they're generating revenue, and for a software developer, that's the golden rule. That's the way it works. Hackers then find vulnerabilities in this buggy software, and they then perform their exploits, take the pieces they want to take with their exploits, but then very often what they do is they publish these vulnerabilities and exploits on the hacker websites. So now it becomes publicly known that there are vulnerabilities in this particular application or in this particular operating system. When the vendors learn of this, now that they've been published as having vulnerabilities, they now typically are forced to react. And they would react by developing a patch or a fix for this particular vulnerability and then releasing that patch. Now, very often, though, the vendors just drag their feet on this. Why? Because nobody holds them accountable. Nobody pressures them to producing those patches. So, eventually, for the majority of them, they will develop a patch. And then they release the patch to the marketplace, and we, of course, at the user side of it, are always must be diligent on implementing these patches on a regular basis. You'll also notice a loop back from the vendor developing a patch back to hackers find new vulnerabilities. That's because the patch is nothing more than another piece of software, and 1% of all software has a bug in it. So the patch has a vulnerability that needs a patch, and so it's an ongoing cycle. So the concept needs to be security must permeate the entire software development lifecycle. Each and every stage of that software development lifecycle or system lifecycle must be permeated with security in mind. We have to continually analyze, even at the idea stage, is this going to violate my security policy for the organization, or is this going to introduce vulnerabilities into other security components? So security must permeate the entire process.